Can you hear me?
Hi, Antoinette. How are you? This is Melinda.
Greetings. How are you, Melinda?
I am great, thank you. So Anthony, do you know this is the second day event of WYN Womenium Summit 2022? I'm the host for the 2 days conference. So we
Yeah.
are in Dubai. This is a hybrid event. So we have planned for physically as well as virtually, and the physical speakers are here. So if you miss the live sessions of the physical speakers who have done a wonderful presentation, so you can visit our Facebook page in conferences, so you can see how beautifully they have shared their information. So it's really very informative, and if you have any questions you can post your comments in the Facebook page. Okay,
Okay.
and before we start your presentation, let's have a beautiful introduction video of yours, so after that we can start your session.
Okay. So am I not gonna be just presenting? You're gonna be asking me questions?
Yes. So after
Okay.
your session, our audience, and so there are so many people who is watching your presentation virtually. Okay. So, and if they have any questions, yeah, I will shoot you.
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay. Mhm.
Antoinette Michelle, based out of Atlanta and Chicago. This multifaceted media professional and international author has worked her way from the bottom to the top in branding and marketing as a Antoinette Michelle, based Antoinette Michelle, based out of Atlanta and Chicago. This multifaceted media professional and international author has worked her way from the bottom to the top in branding and marketing as a personal assistant and brand ambassador. Additionally, Ms. Logan has used her experience from childhood abuse and dysfunctional family relationships to complete a certification as a life coach expert focusing on trauma and becoming an advocate for children and parents of fractured relationships. She is the founder and the CEO of two thriving online businesses, Sausagodaji, where social media experts create campaigns for various business channels, and the AIM Agency, a full-service creative company. In addition, she is a successful international author of several books about entrepreneurship and has just completed a book tour for her newly published book It Starts With I, Affirmations, and preparing for the new release of It Starts With I, Intention, which focuses on how to live an intentional life. She has recently taken on the role of editor-in-chief for launching a monthly digital magazine. She is your go-to person for your business and branding needs, and loves to empower individuals from all walks of life with her knowledge and expertise. She continues to build up and inspire others with her determination, commitment, and extensive hard work to deliver those results for her satisfied clients. She has flourished in public relations and event management. In addition, she is a motivational speaker, creative producer, business consultant, recording artist, and brand manager, still on the journey to rise farther than the skies. Miss Logan is known as your highway information to destination elevation. Don't put me in a box, and I'll never fit in. Picture me as you would the universe, here to help in many ways. However, the highest guides me too.
Yeah. So do you like it?
Yes, that was beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So you can start your presentation. Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. My name is Antoinette Logan. I am the CEO and founder of the AIM Agency. We're a creative agency that focuses on brand development and lead generation strategies, taking our clients from idea to brand to business, business to elevation and profit, pretty much meeting you where you are to help you achieve your next level business goals. Globally expanding your brand can be done easily right from your home
right with your computer, tablet, phone, whatever device you have. What you're going to want to do to get your brand on a global level is to tap into networks that already have an audience that are looking for the information that you're providing. They're already interested in what you're talking about or what service you're offering or what your product does. They have an interest in that. So you want to get right in front of those people. The way you do that is connecting with the platforms that have those audiences right there. So the first thing that you want to do is actually create yourself a list. What type of list are we talking about? The type of list that has, again, your audience already ready to listen. So if I'm in branding and I want to share my message about branding, I need to go and look for platforms that have people that are either small business owners, entrepreneurs, aspiring business owners, anyone that's looking to build a brand. So you want to go, you can go to Google. You go and Google podcasts that are focused on entrepreneurship, podcasts that are focused on branding, podcasts that are focused on building a business or looking for a side gig, things like that, where people are actually looking to build in that area. When you find that, you create that list. Now, for me, I'm thinking if you work from home and you've got, let's say, 2-3 hours a day where it's not really busy, those are your time and that you can actually use that to speak on platforms like I'm speaking with you today. You create your list and you have that hour block, and now you know that you can do X amount of events to speak on within that time frame. That will be the time frame that you're going to use maybe for your first 30 days. You want to try this out for 30 days. I did it for 90 and still doing it today. With that list, now you've built that list up. Let's say you get in a 30-day period, if you could speak 3 times a day, that's 90 different platforms for 30 days. So let's build a list of 90 platforms. When you have that list, now you know where you want to go. The first thing that you want to do to successfully use your list is to prepare your branded assets first. Your branded assets consist of your media kit, your one sheet, publication. It doesn't have to be recent, but it does need to be focused on whatever the thing is you're going to talk about with these platforms, that shows them that someone else has spoken, talked about you before, and that they may want to get on the train and add you to their platform too. So if you had a press release that went out and it was picked up by someone, ABC, Fox, or something of that nature, that would be a link that you'd use. So you want to use your media kit, which has your bio, your headshots, testimonials, your social media analytics and numbers. Um, yeah, and maybe a list of topics even that you talk about, because I have that in mind as well. So now you have your media kit, then you have the one sheet that is everything in one. It's a shorter version of your media kit, and then your publication link. And then you want to also have something similar to a link tree. Your website is cool, but I use the link tree that has my website in it because there's multiple things that I would want someone that's interested in my brand to see that might not all be on the first page of the website. You want to give them a option to see the things that you have going on versus saying, okay, just go to my website. Because going to your website is like, okay, now they got to navigate themselves around a little bit. So I thought that it was a little easier. Once you have those things, now you're pretty much ready to start doing the work to connect with these different business owners on these podcasts or speaking platforms and things like that. So you're going to go ahead and make the first contact to the platform. That contact can be in their DM, just a hi, or it can be just to go ahead and get to know who they are and what their show or summit or platform is about and what type of speakers they are actually looking for. See, when we say speakers in this range, it doesn't necessarily have to be like a public speaker where you're on public speaking stages per se. It could really be like interviews and general conversations where you're able to just talk about your business. You want to get to know the host, you want to get to know what the show is about, and then start to support them on the platforms that they're on. So if you find them on Facebook, you want to support them on Facebook. Facebook. You find them on Instagram. You want to support them on Instagram. Research their website. Look at what it is that is most interesting to them and that they promote and share the most, because that's where you kind of want to get yourself in and support and go and be a member. If they have a group or whatever, go and be a member in their group, connect, provide authentic comments, like, share, things like that. You want to make sure that they can see that you're a part of their platform, because you haven't even pitched them at this point. You just kind of connected to see what they're doing and let them know that you see them. In this time frame, they may even ask for new guests or new speakers, what have you. So from there, you want to get ready to pitch after you've connected with them for a week or two. Once you have started to let them know that you're very interested, now you can pitch them directly. When you pitch them, you want to keep it. There are two types of people that pitch, first of all. You have people that go in and they want to make it really personal. And then you have a pitch that's not so personal. It's like really focused on the thing that you're going to be doing. I personally take the not so personal route. I just say, hey, hello, how are you today? My name is Antoinette. I'd love to be a guest on your show, podcast, or speaker at your event. Here's some information about me below. I'm looking forward to hearing back from you. Thank you for your time and consideration in advance. I send them those details and give them time to check it out. Now, what we didn't talk about is how your media kit and one sheet is supposed to look. I'm branded pretty well. It's all cohesive and matched. So if you're not, you want to make sure that the pieces of information that you send does at least look good, even if it doesn't match everything else that you have as far as your website and all your social. Make sure that the media kit and the one sheet does look good, because that's at least the first things they're going to see. When they see that you have everything ready to go, it's laid out neatly, it's easy to navigate, it's almost a no-brainer as to why they should bring you on their platform, because you have everything ready for them. In many cases, once you hit that inbox or that DM from following them on social media and things like that, they respond fairly quickly and will soon after ask you for a headshot and your bio. So you definitely want to have like a Word document of either I'd say both, your short bio and your long bio, because now you're going to be able to quickly copy and paste and send that, because a lot of this is done right on the platform that you're connecting with them on. So it's not going to always go straight to email. Some people may have a link that they want you to fill out your details and get right on their calendar, whereas others may really want to see this info and then they transfer the information to their own systems, and then they get you in their funnel that way. So you definitely want to have both of those handy. That headshot, make sure you're smiling bright, and it makes people smile and feel good about you. It brings the right energy for them to want to connect and bring you on their show. Now, with all these things, you'll be able to quickly fill up your calendar. So whatever time frame that you have available, I would tell you to be very flexible though, because you're going on their platforms, which means that they probably have their time set in a way according to their schedule. I have found that there are many people that are willing to be flexible to accommodate your time frames that you're available. In those cases, the event is probably not going to be live. It will probably be pre-recorded. But when you do this, once you look at that list and then you're asking these different people, where are you located? Where's your audience? Because just because they are in like Atlanta, like I am today, that doesn't mean that their audience is also focused around Atlanta. Their audience could be in Dubai and all these different places. So now you're able to tap into these networks and really start to build your brand on a global level consistently. And it's not so spaced out. So with this calendar that we're going to create, you want to book them close in proximity. You want to have speaking engagements daily if possible. If you have the time, daily, because not only are you tapping into these other networks, but now your own audience is seeing you constantly spreading the message, providing valuable information in all these different places. It's very important to stay on their mind, stay in their face, always having something to show them that I'm still doing this same thing. I'm still doing the same thing. Now, before you look at it, you're going to look back and you're going to say, wow, in 30 days, I've been on 90 platforms because you did 3 a day. That's a lot. And now you've got a lot of content that you can also use again and again that helps you continuously get booked. Now, here's another key part of this that you really want to get to add to this strategy that I've just provided you. After each and every single event or podcast or interview that you do, and you have the opportunity to speak and share your message, you want to ask them for a guest speaker testimonial. I personally like to give people somewhat of a roadmap of how to create that testimonial. Because you have some people that'll just say, hey, I spoke with Antoinette and she was great. We had a good time. Well, that doesn't necessarily make the next event host or podcast host or organizer say, you know what, I've got to book Antoinette. They might need to know some key specifics there. Like, well, what did she do? Did she provide value? Did she help your audience? Was she, different things that, would be more persuasive to say, you know what, let me check out Antoinette. So you want to ask your guest or your platform organizers to give you a testimonial that really does let the next person know how valuable you really are. So if you were speaking about branding, you would want them to actually mention what you spoke about, an aha moment, something that was key that you said, how seamless it was, if you were on time, if you brought extra guests, just different things that add value to why someone should book you. You want a very descriptive testimonial. You want to actually ask for this testimonial minutes after it's over. Once you've ended the call and everything's clear, you want to go back and let them know that you appreciate them bringing you on bringing you on their platform, able to share your message. You want to ask them what they felt about the conversation. Now, a lot of times if it's a pre-recorded call, sometimes people will talk to you right away. So now you're getting valuable info that they appreciated. Oh, you were great. This was a great conversation. All that is happening real time. Well, right after that, you want to say, I appreciate that so much, but I want to ask you, would you give me a testimonial or a review with exactly what you just said? I really would like to share that with my people or with my network. And then you can direct them right away to where you would want that information provided. You want to already have your link ready to send in the chat if that's happening real time. But again, if you're doing it after the fact and that situation didn't happen, you want to be able to go right ahead, say, hey, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate you. Would you be so kind enough to leave me a review on my Facebook review section or wherever it is that you want that to go? And then you give them a few bullet points of how you'd want that testimonial mentioned, basically saying, just want to let people know what I talked about, how I gave value, and maybe an aha moment of why someone needs to hear me speak. And that's pretty much it. It's really not hard to globally expand your brand. You just have to have some intention and create a plan, and you can really make this thing happen almost immediately. A lot of the platforms that have truly helped me expand and spread my message on a global level, it didn't start even in the email. A lot of it happened right directly from the inbox or the DM, as they say. It goes down in the DM. Have you heard that before? Because it really does. You can do this. Just have a message. Know what you want to talk about. Know what value you bring. Know who you want to help. And create your list and get started. It's super simple and easy. And if you need some help, guess who's here to help you? I am Antoinette Logan, ask Miss Logan, and I am happy to provide you any assistance that you need to actually make this thing happen. We can connect. You can get a free consultation with me, and we can pretty much get going from there. You can find me on linktree.com/ Ask Miss Logan. You can find me at Ask Miss Logan on all social media platforms as well as my website. But I will always say Linktree is the best place to start because it's going to connect you right away to all the things that are happening in real time. Whereas the website, you have to navigate and figure your way around most times. Again, I'm Antoinette Logan, and I'm ready to help you expand your brand on a global level without leaving your home or hiring a publicist if you don't want to. Do we have questions?
Hi, Antoinette Logan. I'm so involved in your presentation. So it make me, it was enlightening speech.
Thank
So
you.
as a woman, so my personal experience. So when I started my career, I was so afraid. I don't know anything. I am from a different world. My mom, my dad used to behind me for each and everything. I used to ask my parents. But when I step out from my home, I actually know what life is.
Yes.
I actually know how women should be independent. The first step is very much harder for me. So many obstacles. And the second step, it is better. I got habituated. And the third, it is even more better. So
Yes.
step by step, yes, I am here. I'm
Yes.
so life has taught me so many things, so many things. So every day is not easier. So today we are happy, and tomorrow we don't, not tomorrow, the next minute, the next second, we don't know what life is. So life is all about making memories, making
Yes.
moments, life we don't, so we have to live in this moment. So whatever the situation, whatever the obstacles, we have to face it individually. So I know, so this is what I personally experienced. So thank you so much. I know it's it's really thank you so much for your wonderful informational speech. I'm
Thank you.
so thankful that you're I'm so honored that you're being a part of this WIN conference as a speaker. And for these 2 days, so it is in Dubai, WIN WIN. There are so many wonderful ladies with their different stories.
Yes.
So from each story, we can learn something. We can
Absolutely.
learn something. So yes, we should have this motivational, we should have this motivational speeches, motivational informations. So we have to, so this will make us empower women. This is all about empowering women. So, yes, and thank you so much for being a speaker for this WIN conferences. So, I'm so excited to, so I want you to be in the Paris event. So, it will be more wonderful. So, you can see a lot of beautiful women, lot of speakers, entrepreneurs will be attending physically. And this is gonna be same hybrid event, both physically as well as virtually. So don't miss it. Let's, so
Well,
next event we have to be in the Paris. We have to meet each other. I want to see you personally. I want to meet you personally. So I
yes.
want, yes, you want to share the information with all the WIN conferences. Thank you
Yes.
so much. Have a great day. So speakers are waiting. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
So so Oh, I need some water, I think. So,
Okay, so
hi, hello everybody. So, let's move on to the another speaker. Let's join the another session.